Good morning and welcome back to Withrow Urban Homestead. It poured last night. The wind blew and for 20 minutes we had hail. Let's see what's been destroyed in the garden. The okra's leaning over, but I don't think it's broken. Okay, I zip-tied a chain to give some support along the garage here. And the okra along the fence looks okay. The stakes supporting the green beans, they all poked through the netting. But fortunately, we covered these seedlings because the plants look just fine. The pepper that we fixed yesterday, remember when I came out yesterday morning, it was on the ground? It's doing so-so. I'm going to leave it for now and come back later and evaluate it. Fortunately, yesterday we harvested the moringa. All those little delicate leaves, the hail would have actually just destroyed those. I'm glad I got them all. Some of the leaves on the beets have been broken, but in general, the beets will be okay. They should come back just fine. Many of the carrot seedlings are laying flat on the ground, but I don't think they're broken. Tomorrow when the sun comes out, hopefully they'll all stand back up. The strawberries, they look good, but the poor flowers have really gotten beaten up terribly. Looks like some are just flopped over and I can pull them back up, but others are actually broken. One of the metal supports, it actually broke. The hail was horrible and totally unexpected. Remember yesterday how beautiful this area looked? The small flowers, some are broken, but some I think will be okay if I add a stake. This looks a lot better. And these beets are the same. Some of the leaves are broken. but they should recover just fine. I'm going to leave it for now. I'm going to let it dry out because these plants have been traumatized. Then later, I'll take off this cover and trim out the broken leaves, but it should be okay for today. Let's go check that other area of zinnias, what we need to fix and what we need to remove. Now, if the stem's intact and it's simply laying on the ground, they'll actually root and then grow back up towards the sun. These fell over during Hurricane Debbie, but I left them because they started to grow back. So if your zinnias fall over but they aren't actually broken, you can leave them. Those 3 branches were definitely broken, but the other ones look okay. I'm not going to try to pull this plant back up. I'm just going to leave it there, and it should root and grow just fine. Now, these have fallen over, but they are so heavy. I'm just going to leave them there. Looks like the hail just punched one little hole. It's not bad. Luckily, the cabbages were protected. There's no damage. This area looks good. It helps that the storm came from the front of the house. So this area was more protected. But let's check the raspberry canes to see if any of those are broken. They're bent over, but it doesn't look like any of them has snapped. That's great, because this is their prime fruiting time. See that? That's where the skunk was digging last night. That's one reason I protect my vegetables. We're protecting them from more than just insects. The fall flowers, they're sheltered here against the house. But we need to dump out the strawberry bucket. It filled up with water. Did you see that wash tub is full? It shows how much rain we got. But yet the rain barrel isn't full because it came down so fast and hard, it didn't have time to make it through the tube. That was a lot of rain. And that's actually set up to catch the condensation from the kitchen air conditioner. It's a blessing we hadn't yet planted the fall flowers. Now I know there's damage in the front. I saw the tomatoes are in bad shape. Compare these petunias to yesterday's video. They are not happy. It doesn't look like the tomatoes are actually broken. They're very wet and heavy right now, so I'm just going to leave them. I'll let them dry out. Then I'll see what I need to do. Right now, they're not my priority. Yesterday, we did harvest all the hot peppers, but the plants themselves actually look good. I think it helps that they're light and thin. One of the late summer challenges with marigolds is because they get tall, they can split and fall over easy. Let's see if any of these are actually broken. I don't think they're broken. For now, I'm just going to leave them. Maybe later I'll come back and trim the back side. The front's bending over forward, but because they're surrounded in a wire cage that I left from the spring, that has given them some support. Now I'm surprised these sunflowers are still there, but the leaves, they really got damaged and they're just going to look ugly. So we'll come back this week and remove these. We need to wait till they're not quite so heavy with rain. In general, we've been very fortunate here. The city had lots of flash flooding. There's many trees that have fallen over and lots of wires down. This property, luckily, is higher. I walk every day for my health, and the challenge is home is always uphill. But the benefit is this is a higher elevation. Thank you for visiting Withrow Urban Homestead. See you later. Bye-bye.